I don't know why. Cause I get on here and I like, hold up. Gotta make sure my shit up. I get on here and I be having like a whole plan of how I'm gonna start my videos and all that bullshit. But I get on here and I just do some ignorant dumb shit, and it just happens every time. Ooh. Ooh. Woo! But anyways, we are back. Yes, sir! Yes, sir! We are back with another motherfucking fucking It's Friday. It's Friday, bitch. You know, you already know what the fuck going on. We in all this shit. And I'm peach Belliniing it. Peach Belliniing? But is it ing or like Bellini? Y'all know what the fuck. I got my peach Bellini. And y'all really need to fuck with the kid on Instagram because I be dropping all the gems and shit. This the shit that wet your motherfucking pussy right here. This the motherfucking shit. This my shit, and this what I'm drinking on tonight. Cause we get it into this thing, baby. And I got a little backup right here. Just in case, cause I was telling my people on the Instagram the other day on my story, you know, the peach Bellini, that just sets your palate. It don't do nothing but dehydrate you and give you good vibes and feels whatever, cause there ain't nothing but, what's on here? It ain't nothing but 3.2%, but that's all you need to set your palate, get your pussy all wet. Cause when the real things start coming, it just sit on it. You know, sometimes you gotta, what Ari say? You gotta sit on it. Look, I'm trying to tell you. But we are back. Before we even get into this video though, make sure you subscribe. You know, give me a like. We're not gonna talk about the comments yet. I'll bring that back up at the end of the video. But just make sure you fuck with the kids so you know I can get these analytics up, baby. But we gonna get straight into it. This video, I am switching it up. So it's Friday, and of course you guys know I'm always talking about my week. There's bullshit that happened, good things that happen, but I don't really talk about, I talk about the shit that I do to get through my week, but I don't talk about every single thing. But just to switch it up and keep it fresh, I wanted to go through a couple of my favorite Twitter moments and memes or whatever. I think all of it is just Twitter things or whatever, but I wanted to go through all of those things and, you know, just share a kiki or give an opinion, all that other shit. So we about to do this thing, baby. Let's do it. The first one, and I chuckled not because like it was necessary. You know how like the truth is funny? That's how I thought this tweet was. So here it is. I'm not homophobic. Well, he didn't write I don't know, but is that what that mean? Is I-O-N I not or I don't know? Anyways, I know what the motherfucker meant. He said, I'm not homophobic, but I don't bring gay shit around me. That's still homophobic. Now, King, thank you for posting this shit because I don't think people understand, like, you know, we can get into like what phobias are and all that other shit, but people understand the general context of what homophobia means. It means you don't fuck with people who like the same sex and all that other shit. Like, you don't fuck with it. So I really fuck with this shit because people don't understand that, like, you can still have a prejudice, but you can be polite about it. And it's like, oh, I'm okay with it, I just don't want to be around it, or you can't do that shit around me. Like, that's still sort of fucked up. That's separate but equal bullshit, like, to me. I don't know about y'all, but that's how I interpret shit like that. So I just appreciate the King, and I had to start off with that one. So this next one, and y'all know I'm raunchy as fuck. So with anything related to dick, talking about pussy, talking about fucking, sucking, whatever you want to call it, I be into the bullshit sometimes. You know, I try not to be problematic, but sometimes I be with all the bullshit. So this tweet says, and it's followed with a picture, 6 inches is kind of big, and this bitch has a whole ruler or yardstick or whatever the fuck you want to call it in front of her nene. And I do, so there's one or two things that I do on social media. Either I address something that I identify with or that I find problematic, or, you know, interacting with friends, and then like I comment die. Because it don't always be the post that's funny. It be the comments that make the shit funny. So that was the post. We gonna get into what they was talking about. So she said 6 inches. Now, there's two things I wanted to mention. 3 kind of big too, just saying. And it wasn't even necessarily that comment. It was the motherfucking meme with SpongeBob, and I love me some motherfucking SpongeBob memes. That shit just has me dying. This motherfucker posted, how do we tell him? And SpongeBob just ended up being a happy motherfucker. That shit is so motherfucking funny to me. Like, I was on the floor rolling in my office. But that wasn't even the main thing. Because it's really how people like genuinely respond to shit and like mean every word of it. Really how I be most of the time, but oh girl, I think, so somebody has said, you're measuring wrong. You have to press it into your pubic bone and measure that way. And this bitch says, my pussy is too fat for that. Now, if y'all look back at this picture, I didn't want to say nothing because, you know, I don't like talking about people's goodie parts and stuff all like that. But her pussy is pretty fat. And it is protruding a little bit, so I died on the floor laughing because people respond honestly sometimes, and that shit is so motherfucking funny. But moving on, the last one, and this shit is so, cause just how I was saying, I only respond to stuff like either to like hype my friends up or like, you know, comment on something that my friends are doing, to comment die, or to comment on something that's problematic. So, old girl said, no real man is gonna respect a whore, LMAO. Like, come on now. And I was like, okay, here we go. You know, slut shame and all that other shit. Let me go see what they talked about, because you gotta read the room sometimes before you comment. Like, if the mass majority is like on the wave of like what you saying is on some bullshit, like you don't need to comment. And from that point, I comment died. On the other side of it, like, if people saying a lot of problematic shit, that's where you gotta comment and be like, no, this shit wrong as fuck. So, I got in there, you know, people be with the shit sometimes on motherfucking Twitter. So, first comment, let's see. This shit had me on the floor because somebody responded, I feel like girls who make comments like this wish they were attractive enough to even hoe around. Modesty wasn't your choice. Somebody responded back, the fact that you think women gotta be attractive to hoe around is wild. Men gonna fuck whoever they fucking. Now, I don't know about y'all, but that's the motherfucking truth, because I'm not gonna get into how pussy rules the world and pussy is power and all that other shit, but if you have a pussy, and I don't mean to be derogatory, but, you know, whatever. If you got a vagina, if you got them parts down there, niggas will like, it really don't matter how you look, like, niggas gonna smash regardless. Like, they probably not gonna talk about it, like, if you like, you know, quote unquote ugly or whatever, but niggas will probably smash. Like, I'm pretty sure any girl could like walk in somewhere and like probably find a nigga to smash. Now, if the roles were reversed, I don't know about that. But if you have a pussy, you definitely have the upper hand. But I won't get too far into that. But that's the first one. But the original, I can't talk. The motherfucking comment that just had me on the floor, and it just shut it down. It really proves the last point that somebody made in this comment section. This motherfucker says, I love whores. That shit is so funny. Cause he's like, bitch, I don't give a fuck. I want some pussy. And if the pussy is good enough, I want it. And if the bitch is bad enough, I want it. Even if the bitch isn't bad enough and she's been around town sucking and fucking, I don't give a fuck. I love whores.
But it's whores though. What is your problem?
Like, that shit is so funny to me. So I was on the floor. But that is it. And honestly, the last one is the honorable mention. And it's probably going to transition into like what we talking about this video, because I felt this. And it says, I got you, in parentheses, sign a nigga that don't. Now y'all. That's just an honorable mention right there, because that shit is funny as fuck. And it honestly relates to everything I'm about to talk about today. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I'm over it. Cause I was taking motherfucking gaps in my recording and shit. Tell me why. I have been talking for 20 minutes. And the shit was probably too long anyway, so that was God being like, Sean, shut the fuck up. You gotta be more concise in this motherfucker. And y'all really gotta excuse me now, because you about to get this shit raw as a motherfucker. I'm talking about raw, meat to meat, all that shit. So, I've been talking to myself for 20 minutes. This shit has been on the time-lapse setting. Not video record, not the shit turned off. The shit has been doing time-lapse. So all my shit that I've been saying for the past 20 minutes is gone. Like, it wasn't even gone. It wasn't even there to begin with, because it was time-lapse. But I'm over it. I'm over it. Because that is the theme of this week. Because niggas have tried me, and I give up. Like, I don't have anything else to give. Because one nigga, 1 o'clock in the morning, first of all, why the fuck you up? Like, I mean, granted, I was up and I received the message at 1 o'clock and I was talking to my frat brother, but it's like, you know how pressed you have to be to reach out to someone like 1 o'clock in the morning and just tell them how you feel and like try to tell them about themselves? Cause this passive aggressive motherfucker on Twitter, who I met last Thursday, I shot my shot at him and he comes in my DMs talking about, be easy and, just being an asshole about the fact that I didn't text him for like 2 days. I met you last Thursday. What are you talking about? Like, nigga, I don't owe you no time. And like, I'm a person who like, I've just in the past, like I've done way too much when it comes to like dating people and shooting my shot and talking to people. Like, I be putting it all out on the table sometimes. And like, I be talking about like how many kids I want to get married and all that other shit. Like, niggas don't want to hear that shit up front. So I keep that shit to myself and I stay a safe distance. Like, I'm motherfucking 25 feet away. Or I'm social distancing, my nigga. I'm social distancing when it comes to dating and how close I get to you. So for you to jump off a whim and talk about like, oh, you not serious, you wasting my time and all that other shit, nigga, get the fuck on. Like, but of course that's not how I responded, because I'm empathetic as fuck. So I'm sitting here like, what's wrong? Like, did I do something? Da, da, da. And like, I genuinely meant it, but it just, for him to be so vindictive, because he ended the conversation really rude. He was like, be easy, keep skating, and if you see me, like, don't talk to me, and like all this other shit. All because I didn't message you back after 2 days of knowing you. Motherfucker, you are pressed. And you 30 acting like this, and he had the nerve to call me immature. But I'm moving on to the other nigga who texted me 6 hours later. Talking about, and I gotta read this one. Because we were talking about sex or whatever. And there was a lot of shit that he said. Because it started off, or essentially the conversation got into, I want you to help me come or whatever. Because, LGBTQ when you bottom, tops don't really be caring about, you coming all the other shit. Essentially I'm a woman. Niggas really don't be caring if, bitches be coming or whatever. But I'm not gonna get too far into that. We're talking about it, and he says a lot of problematic stuff throughout the conversation. I'm just sort of like, all right. But like, I guess the final line, and I'll read it. He says, No, so I asked him, this is my last question. I asked him, so when you have sex with other people, you don't help them nut or anything? This nigga goes to say, I'm the same person every day. I'm different. I'm myself all the time. Real as fuck. And at that point, after the whole conversation, I was like, you know what? Got you. You got it. Whatever. Cause take note, not even 6 hours before that, other nigga was coming at me who didn't even really know me, because I met him last Thursday or talked to him via DMs last Thursday. So I was already like, whatever, and I'm waking up to this shit. So I say, got you. He continues by saying, I don't switch up based on people, but I do want who I'm fucking with to enjoy you fucking with me, which is why I put effort and energy and passion into it. However, dick turns me off, and so does nut. So I try to stay in my lane of making love to the cake. What do you mean dick turns you off? You fucking niggas. You're attracted to niggas. What do you mean dick turns you off? And it may very well turn you off, but why the fuck are you fucking niggas if you don't like dick? That shit makes no sense. None. Nada. Zero. I do not comprehend. No comprehend that. That shit dumb as a motherfucker. And this is how my week sort of started. Cause Sunday was straight. I did my rehearsal, went to dinner, or not went to dinner, but went to rehearsal, came home, cooked, all that other shit. Got into my week. Monday was it was a Monday. And then y'all hit me with this shit Tuesday. And I just felt like crap the whole day, because I'm just like, damn, here I am again, dealing with some niggas. Just niggas. If one thing niggas gon' do, they gon' nigga. And I do not understand. So I was feeling like shit the whole day. And I woke up Wednesday and I was like, you know what? I've had enough. I've had enough. And I got up, I started cleaning my room a little bit, I got in the shower, I, prepared my lunch for the day, all that other shit, got to work, warmed up my tea in my Pac-Man mug, and I just said, you know what, I just started typing, and I sent out essentially 3 long messages, one to my mom, one to my dad, and one to this nigga who, I'm not even gonna call him a nigga because I love the motherfucker, but I'm not gonna get too far into that. I'm very self-aware, so in the moment of whatever I was feeling through that was triggered by my interactions that previous day, I dealt with those issues right then and there, and I just let it all out. I said some things to my dad, I said some things to my mom, and I said some things to the person who I had a last situationship with. And I just let it all go because I'm tired. Like, I'm so tired of not feeling good about myself. And I think I just have things, honestly, to be honest, like, I think, I've been saying like the past months, or at least the past month, for February, like, I've been in a good space and I've been, doing the things that I need to do for me. While that's very true, I think I've also just truly not dealt with the things that I need to deal with, like, the fundamental things. And I think the relationships that have led to, I guess, sort of how I act, I haven't really addressed and talked about those things, at least for the past couple of years. And, I think that's why I have such a shitty return when it comes to niggas, because I'm just not dealing with those issues. And I said it myself last week, like, I do a lot of good things for myself, but when it comes to relationships, like, that shit is terrible. So I just let it all go. I let it all go, and to be honest with you, I can't even say that I feel better. And I'm gonna take this shot with that. I can't even say that I feel better. And I do want to say I appreciate all the positive. Woo! Oh! I I do appreciate all the positive affirmation that was given to me because I posted the things that I said to the people who I reached out to on my social media. And I got a lot of positive affirmation. Like, I appreciate that. And people are asking me, like, are you okay? Or at least my very close friends, like, how are you feeling? Like, are you okay? Like, you know, this is a really big step for you. And I was just like, I don't know. Like, I don't really know how to feel. And I know this is what I need to do because it felt right and it felt long overdue. But I don't necessarily feel the best. I just know that I have to continue doing things like this to actively make a change and for me to like be comfortable in myself, because through it all, like, I always come back to like this theme of like not feeling worthy and not feeling good about myself. And I just woke up and I was tired, and I don't know. I don't really know what else to say after that. I mean, that's pretty much been my week. I'm trying. I guess what I can say is that, I mean, my mind is clearer. Like, I've been able to focus in on more things because I was able to focus last month. Don't get me wrong, because I'm not trying to contradict myself, but I was definitely able to focus in a little bit more and just think clearly about some of the things I really need to focus in on, because I'm trying to get into grad school. You know, I got my company, and you know, I need to be in good headspace for that, and just doing my YouTube stuff and content creation. Like, I've been able to clearly think about stuff. You know, I can't say that I feel any more motivated, especially when shit like this happens and my video fucks up. Like, that shit just blows me. But that is all I have. I mean, we'll see how we doing next week. I'm tired as fuck. So we gonna go ahead and wrap this thing up. Oh shit! Ah! See, it's time to go. I'm over here spilling shit because I'm drunk as fuck at this point. Thank you for watching. Make sure you hit the subscribe button so you can get all the notifications on future content. Just stay up to date with everything that I have going on. If you fucking with this video, make sure you give me a thumbs up, drop a couple of comments, because I talked about a lot of shit. So make sure you fuck with the kid, and I will see y'all next week.